Hey there folks, and welcome back to an Elusive Space Engineers creative episode. I don't usually make these anymore, but there has been an update, and I really didn't want to make a survival episode because of this weird little bug that's going on where there are horizontal lines going through everything. I think it's a cool bug, but yeah, whatever. I'm sure they're going to fix it eventually. Well, eventually as in probably pretty soon. So the things that they have added in the update, one of the main things, and we're going to take a look at it right now, is if we go to any menu, they have this little featured page, and right now it tells us what update 1.033 added. It added merge blocks, conversion of station to ship. Essentially what that means is you can change a station to a ship and a ship to a station. So that's pretty cool. You can now color cockpits, and it added some servers and done some stuff with the multiplayer code, and this just goes through other information. So there's that. That's pretty cool. We're actually going to take a look at the merger blocks right away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop in what I've created. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to go into creative mode. If I want to make something for my survival world, I'll make it in creative mode first, so I kind of get an idea of what I want to do and what I need to do to make it. And what I've done here is I've created a space tug. So right here we have the tug itself. There's a coupler here, and this is essentially a generic little pod for storing things. And it has two large cargo containers, a couple of small thrusters, and a reactor, and two gyroscopes. The only reason it has the engines is in case I bump into it, it doesn't go floating off into space. And these merger pods, or these merger connectors, they work differently than, say, landing gear do. Landing gear you can lock to something, but it actually doesn't physically make it the same ship. So if you're moving quickly or do something, you can actually break it off. Unlike with these merger, what are they actually called? They're called merge blocks. With the merge blocks, it actually physically creates one ship, so it doesn't break. And it also gives you control of these engines, which is nice. So say I have the inertial dampeners on here. When I merge this, the inertial dampeners don't fight the tug ship. They actually work with it. So that is really cool. Also, if I had missile pods on here or whatever, it would work from this cockpit. So that is pretty cool. I really like that they added that. And you can use it for large ships as well. And we're actually going to have a little fun with that later. We're actually going to test that out. But first we're going to show you how to turn stations into ships and ships into stations. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw down a couple of engines here. Because, you know, why not? One there. Because I think we're going to turn this ship, or this station, into a ship. It won't be a very good ship, but it will work. I promise you. And we'll throw down a couple of reactors. Let's see here, one in every direction but the lateral direction. Let's do that then. Okay. And what we do is we go over here. We can turn off our jetpack. We don't need that right now. We'll go here. Go into our inventory. Production. Let's see here. Info. Convert to ship. And as you see, the engine's turned on, so we can actually move now. Oh yeah. We have this awesome floating slab with no gyroscopes. Whoops. There we go. Better? Stop moving, please. Ah, that's why. Okay. So you can do that, and you can actually turn ships into stations too. So say you build this awesome ship and you realize you don't really need it anymore and you just want to use it as a base, you can do that. So we can turn this into a ship, but what we'll actually do is we'll turn this ship back into a station. So we go here, and we'll go to info, convert to ship, please. Maybe I have to turn inertial dampeners off. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out eventually. But you can do that. maybe, well, whatever. let's actually have fun with this thing, the thing that we created. I actually might use this in the survival world. We have the ghost for it, but I don't know. This thing would be cooler because we could also put grinding pods on it, welding pods, mining pods, weapon pods too. So there's all sorts of uses for it. So I'm definitely going to build a tug, and I'm probably going to build a couple of pods for it as well. So what we want to do is, first in my inventory, I'll show you that under my control panel I have a coupler, what do you want to call it? Meh, I can't think. I'm sorry. Anyhow, coupler group, that's the word, group. Okay, so we have a coupler group, and it actually has that group, or that coupler, in the same group. So if I go over to it, you'll see what happens when we get close to it. Yep, we lock, and now we're the same ship. Hoorah! And we can fly around, and if we go into third person, we'll see that we're actually using the thrusters from the ship to go. Say we're going in reverse, you see those thrusters burning. So this is actually really cool, and it's fairly maneuverable because I put 2 gyroscopes on the cargo containers itself, so that's pretty cool. And say I want to like undock this, I'll just say go over here, and we're gonna unload it. We'll go, whoop, wrong button. We'll go info, nope. Control panel, coupler, off. And go into first person mode. There we go. And now it's sitting there, all nice and pretty. If I were to make this an actual survival mode, I'd probably put ejectors on this as well. So actually we can do that now, just because we can. We'd probably want one big ejector on the front, and that means we'd have to move this thruster. We'll move that thruster just because we can too. Let's see here. What about... There we go. We'll do that, and we'll put another thruster in the same spot on this side. I think that was right here. And now we need a thruster going in the up direction. We'll do the same thing here. And the same thing here. Alright. So now that we got that fixed, actually what we need to do is we need to move this so we can actually get under the thing. So what we'll have to do is, because we turned the coupler group off, we'll have to go in here, go into control panel, coupler, turn it back on. That means we can now dock to it again. Otherwise we could, you know, run into it. It wouldn't dock to it, it'd just, I don't know, bump into it. So let's couple to this again. There we go. Let's give ourselves a bit more room. Get away from those crazy lines. There we go. We'll keep it attached for now. There's no reason not to. And what we'll do is in the front, we will put a conveyor and a connector. Or ejector. That's what I want. Nope, that's a small ship ejector. I want a big ship ejector. I guess they're just called connectors then. Okay. So we'll go here. Place one right there. Let's make sure that we have... Nope, not how we want it. We want to make sure that we have both big openings. There we go. I think that's better. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's one big opening there. It's kind of hard to see. Yep, there we go. So this is the way we want it. One big opening here, and we can change it back to that green color. And then we have the ejector. Or connector, whatever you want to call it. And we'll flip that that way. There we go. And this is something that we could use in the survival world. So we'd be able to load this up, dump it, and we could probably also put a hopper in the top if we rotated these correctly. But I didn't do that. So there you go. That's the update for this week. So thank you folks for watching. Have any questions, comments, suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. I always read them. Thank you folks for watching. I will see you guys next time.